All right, what's going on YouTube? Today I am joined by Mr. Big Bates. He is a fellow TO in the Georgia area, known for Data FGC. This man is quite a demon in the Samurai Showdown series. So, how are you, sir?
I'm good, brother. How you been?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm sure you've seen some of the crazy news Capcom has put out now. They're doing a pay-per-view event all the way in March next year for Capcom 12.
To change the model a little bit. I guess they want to dip their toes into maybe making Capcom Cup a pay per view. I know the Street Fighter League finals in Japan. That's
Yeah,
always been pay per view, but I think they're going to try to make the whole thing pay per view, which
yeah.
is clearly a new business model for them.
It's a very interesting move from what I've read a little bit, and you might be more more well read into the Street Fighter League than I am. But it seems that pay-per-view is done well, and so I guess they're going to be doing this. And it's
Yeah, it does well, but the thing is that it does well in Japan. It obviously won't do well in America because, well, for one, what a lot of people don't think about is we're on a totally different time zone. So if you're an American and you're gonna buy that pay per view, you're gonna have to be watching that at like 12 o'clock at
oh,
night, all the way into like 3 or 4 in the morning.
yeah.
So I forgot how much they want to charge for it, but
For either of
which
the finals, it was 40. It was 4,000 yen and 6,000 yen for the total, so $40 to $60 USD.
Okay, and you know what? The based on how much money they spent on production, and I think it's like a 4 to 5 day event. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but that's a lot of production and money that goes into it. I can understand why they would charge that much,
Yeah,
especially like just to kind of cover the cost of how much, and then you got a big old prize pool. So I can understand the pay per view aspect. What I don't understand is they can't. It's very strange that they didn't try to ease into the pay per view. And on top of that, they should really give more because if you look at previous years when they wanted to like try to monetize the Capcom Pro Tour, you could get like some skins or colors or something to support the event, right? But
right.
this time they just kind of threw us into the pay per view realm, so I thought it was kind of strange.
My guess is, and this is just from what I've seen some other people as well have noticed, is that I believe they're concentrating on the Japanese market. I mean, it's made in Japan, so it's for Japan. But my guess is that they're, I feel they would have maybe considered, all right, we can charge this price for Japan, and then Outworld, because you have some like Blas who's all the way from Chile, and there's quite a price difference for that. They could have done regional pricing maybe for the pay-per-view event. I don't know if it would have been easier for them to do.
Easier to host it in Japan, and
Right,
clearly they're making it pay per view is always for money. And when you go to the pay per view model, it's always for money, but it also allows you to do more. So there's probably look for them to try something new this year if they go into a pay per view model, because then there's like they don't have to like follow Twitch regulations or whatever. They can just do whatever they want. And on top of that, they don't have to worry about copyright issues with all the music and stuff. So that's another thing that people don't consider. Like a lot of streamers and content creators try to clip these events, but if it's a pay per view event, I'm sure they'll get copyrighted and striked
oh
because of
indeed.
clipping a pay per view. Every pay per view, if you ever bought a pay per view, it always has like the copyright logo, and they tell you like if you distribute this, you penalize in the court a lot and all that good stuff. So they definitely have a plan with this. they've actually they already know that it makes money because Street Fighter League makes money, and that's always in Japan, and people pay for those pay-per-views. I think Japan is good. It just sucks for America, and like you said, other countries where like $30 is breaking the bank, and on top of that, it's going to be in a really crazy time zone for a lot of people. So it's going to be interesting. You know, I'm sure this Capcom Cup is going to be super competitive with all the players that have qualified already. However, them kind of throwing this on the FGC, especially the North American, Western FGC, is going to be interesting reactions.
It definitely has had a lot of people flabbergasted. I won't lie. This definitely took a lot of people by surprise, and a lot of people are a little upset, and I can't blame them because I mean, you and I, we've been in this scene for God knows how long. We've seen these play on YouTube, Twitch for free with ads, mind you. But if you subscribe to their Twitch, and I think their YouTube, they have partnership on there finally. Don't quote me on that. But also, what's also interesting is that the event is taking place. It's a very prestigious sumo arena. Is this one of the most prestigious ones? It's the please forgive me if I.
Is it the Yokohama?
Ryoko Koko Kaikin. Listen, I'm trying my best here, all right?
I can tell. Hold on, let me see. Let me look up what the
RYOGOKUGIKAN. And this is pretty much it's a 5-day event they have going on. And so I'm sure this is not an easy place to rent out.
No, but they got the money for it.
Oh, yes.
Especially with the new Resident Evil coming out.
Ooh.
They got the money for it.
Man, listen, they may bank off a lot of those Resident Evils, period. I haven't bought an RE4 remake, but that's on the list. But RE9, whoa.
Yeah,
so ready for.
And Monster Hunter is doing great.
I hope they don't do what they did with this release with the next one. They did this Monster Hunter while it's a little dirty because, oh my goodness, the performance issues I've seen across the board. When they released it, it was just basically to make ends meet on their fiscal year, basically. Oh, that hurt.
I mean, and they put it on PC. Right, the PC launch was pretty unoptimized. It was rough.
Even on console, I saw some issues, which that's kind of here or there, but and not to get back on topic, this stadium, from what I understand, when I looked up, this is where the first Street Fighter 2 tournament took place in 1992. So I see the historical significance for the Street Fighter franchise.
Fun fact too, with it being in Tokyo, you know, Tokyo has such a crazy history around like sumo wrestling. Like you're saying, it's a sumo town. Ryogoku is a very heavy sumo town. There's like a lot of sumo stables. They're very famously located in that area, and I wonder if it translates, because it is a fighting game. So I wonder if that's like another thing of why they know it's gonna do so well. They're probably gonna fill that stadium out, bro. And they built it in 1980, I don't know, somewhere around there. So I think it was built around the same time Street Fighter came out. So probably a little bit before that.
And this
holds 11,000 people.
Apparently, this was when I looked in this, and mind you, this kind of comes from Wikipedia, so take this as you will. The built it in 19. Technically they announced it, and it was finished on 1985. Apparently, the area used to be a defunct railways yard back in the 70s.
Okay, that's cool. So they're doing it big, man. They're trying to get the biggest stadium they could possibly get. 11,000 plus people can sit in this stadium for a fighting game tournament. Shows you how far we've come from 1992 or whatever when Street Fighter started. So we're I don't know. I know there's a lot of uproar in the FGC. Every time something changes in the FGC, people get upset and there's uproar. Clearly, Capcom really don't care about what America got going on or Western countries got going on when it comes to like the actual event, which I don't mind that either. I mean, it is a company based out of Japan. If they can focus on their Japanese audience and get the numbers from there, I don't think they're stressing too much from the Western fan base, especially if like Street Fighter is thriving in Japan, which it is. So,
Probably the most
I don't know.
popular. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I can watch the matches. Cool, I'm gonna watch the matches. If not, I'll just wait for after the event, and then I'm sure there'll clips and highlights will pop up.
I mean, free replays will be available on the 21st and 22nd of March of next year. It's just the final days are what's going to be pay-per-viewed from what I'm seeing, mainly for the finals of Capcom 12 and the Street Fighter League World Champion. And I'm not against like paying for a pay-per-view, but it's just the 180-degree turn that they took, basically.
I'm against it because I know you're gonna eat ads while you're watching. So it's like you're gonna pay $35, right? Or 40, however much it costs. And you're gonna pay all that money to watch matches that you've probably already seen as far as like matchup wise. And on top of that, you're gonna be doing it at a weird time. Like you're gonna be watching those streams at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Maybe one thing if you could just watch it like during the day, bring people over, we could all chill out, eat some barbecue, get some wings, pop some popcorn, and watch the tournament, right? But at 1 o'clock in the morning, we gotta work. We from America, we the most overworked country in the world, so we all work, and we gotta wake up in the morning, and it's gonna be really hard to watch those matches and then go to work. So
it really does set for the rest of the world. It does kind of hurt us. I just wish they would have maybe done some regional pricing, because some of the people that have qualified are going to this, and that their friends and family cannot see them play due to literally this paywall. Maybe they will be able to see it for those that have qualified. They might, and this is just me spitballing, they might get access for free. We'll have to see.
maybe I doubt it, but I don't know. I just hope it works out for them. I don't see. I'm like indifferent about this because if for people that say they want fighting games to grow, like monetarily, then this is like a common process, right?
Right.
But for people like me who just wanted to stay grassroots, it's kind of like it's gonna show like what people really want. Because the people, if you really just gonna pay for it and buy it, then that just shows me that you're cool with the way esports is like taking FGC. But I kind of believe that most of the FGC is not gonna buy this pay per view.
No, not
West.
on the Western and some other countries, though.
And what you're gonna have is a lot of people who, like maybe one person buys it and then streams it through the Discord, or they stream it at their local, and then everybody watches it. So, which happens anyway in boxing events, UFC events. Um, they
Yeah.
that are pay per view. They people buy in, stream it at bars or whatever. So if
And
Capcom was smart, they wouldn't try to crack down on that. But I feel bad for the content creators like yourself, right? Who are gonna make videos and want to like review and analyze some of the things at Capcom Cup because you could get copyright striked. You can get copyright strike
right.
for even showing clips or music.
Well, I try to respect a lot of organizations' rules and everything because I understand how they're approaching this. And like with Street Fighter League, they had a very unique approach to dual streams. If I remember reading it correctly, the only thing the streamer could show was the timer on their end, while the viewer would have the streamer on one end doing their commentary and everything, and the official stream on the other screen, basically for Street Fighter League, anyways. And that was just within Japan. And I understand that's how they do that, and I will. I normally don't do the Street Fighter League stuff. I usually just look up who won and whatnot and watch when I can. But Capcom Cup is something I've always tried to like, always apply for the co-op streams and everything. Even with Evo, waiting till they wait till the last bloody minute to approve me at times. Oh,
Don't you hate it that they put you because you have to wait for a lot of stuff. And a lot of times, sometimes I don't even feel like they're waiting. I think they just kind of like put it off to the side and it becomes like an afterthought. And then they go, oh, yeah, this was the thing, because we've tried to, especially for Max Mode, we tried to like get some support from the game developers and stuff, or like some sponsors. And it's always like a last minute, like, oh, yeah, by the way, we'll support your event. Here you go.
was
and,
if you don't mind me asking, I know SNK has supported many locals from our stuff and all over the world. Now, were they last minute on their end on that or no?
Yeah, they're always last minute. And it's not just SNK. A lot of them are last minute. I don't know. I think it's because it's like an international thing, right? These are like Japanese developers, and they have to go through their departments or whatever. And then sometimes it gets lost in the ethos, and you have to double check with them and whatnot.
That's understandable. All right. Well, I think that does cover this. I want to thank you, Mr. Bates, for joining me for this video.
No problem, brother. I appreciate you hitting me up, man. It was refreshing to talk to you again.
I know, same here. Now, folks, on YouTube, I'm going to have all the links for Mr. Bates down below. His Twitch, his Twitter/X. What other socials? Is there anything you want to promote while you're here? By the way, this is all free promotions, no paid promotions.
Oh, wow. I appreciate it, man. I very much appreciate it. So I want to shout out Data FGC. I want to shout out Atlanta FGC, Sir Retro, and my man Joshua over here. Appreciate you having me on. Also, make sure you support your locals. And we just announced Max Mode for 2026. It's going to be February 27th through March 1st. And early registration is open right now. It's going to be plenty of community tournaments. And if you haven't been to Max Mode, you should definitely come. We always have a lot of different stuff to do. It's never just like fighting games. We always have like last year, like we had DDR cosplay, we had a foosball table, we had a mahjong table. So we like to keep it different and have some different activities. And this year we're gonna do more of the same. We're gonna try to keep it fresh. We're gonna have a lot of fun, interesting things this year. So you should definitely come out and check those out.
All right, definitely. I'll make sure all the links are down below. And other than that, folks, Y'all take it easy. We'll catch you on the next vid.